Read the headlines in a paper, run through the TV, look at the news app on your phone. By and large, not a huge number of uplifting stories. Bad news, sadly, is what sells, which is why it's so refreshing to get some good news stories. My parents were teachers, so I love a good education story, which is why I'm here today at Heathfield Primary to look at a really good news story, the Click Foundation and the work that they're doing at schools across South Africa, including this one here. I'm not the only one visiting though. There's also somebody from this particular part of the world, and somebody will be pretty familiar to you if you watch the Nicholl show. After all, he's been on it almost as much as I have. Stuart Taylor has many claims to fame. He's performed all over the world to audiences of literally dozens. But he's also been on the Nicholl show every single season so far.
That's the top of my bio.
As it should be. It's a special place to come to today. We're here at Heathfield School, and it's a great project. We've been chatting about it a little with Nicola, who runs it. And we often speak about education, but the elements of technology in education and how kids need it to stay ahead and keep up is probably more important than ever.
The nature of kids nowadays is that they take to technology like a duck to water, and so why not use that technology in terms of helping them with something like literacy, which obviously is a big problem in this country and in fact across the world. People struggle to read for understanding, and so yeah, if we can use tech to get them to get a couple of steps ahead, hey, power to it.
Nicola, I've done a bit with the Click Foundation, but for those people who don't know it, tell us what you're doing and what it's all about.
So we set up the foundation to focus on looking at how we could use technology to sort of tackle some of the challenges in South Africa's education system.
So the school we're at now, what would you be doing at this particular school?
So we've been operating here since 2017, and we are intervening with grade R's to grade 4 learners, teaching them through the software how to read.
Well, it's a terrific project. You've got young kids here up to, as you say, grade 4, so they're quite young, quite entry level. I'm quite excited because when I was at school, I think the last year of school, we got an electric typewriter. So the computer world is a whole new generation, but education is such a huge problem. I love what you guys do. I haven't seen it in action before. So we've got a classroom. Let's go and have a look and see what your kids are up to.
Let's see.
Perfect.
With the impact and the intervention of having the Reading X program at our school, it just helps us to advance the curriculum. It helps us to cement their reading and their literacy. The kids prefer this form of learning, and that is where we are. This is the 21st century. We're preparing kids for the 21st century. We might as well use the tools.
Before we had the program in the school, the reading ability of the children is very down. There's actually a percentage where they say that there's 7 to 8% of children, grade 4 children, that can't read for meaning. And that's the focus that we're currently busy with, getting them to read properly and reading with meaning. It is. It's very rewarding and enriching because you can see the difference in the children's not only academic perspective, but their personal perspective as well. They're more out there, more alive, and after the program is done, they run out with happy faces.
Stuart and I have been trying to help you. If you were our teacher and you had to give us a mark out of 10, what would it be?
8.
I'll take 8. I'm pretty happy with 8.
That's good.
So there we go. We've got to spend a morning at Heathfield looking at the work that's being done, supported by the Click Foundation, and it's just the kind of story we want more of in South Africa. It's education, it's forward thinking, and it's helping young South Africans have a brighter and more optimistic future. Here's to many more stories just like this one.